Introduction.
In the United States, the prevalence of asthma has increased since the 1980s, with an estimated 25.7 million people diagnosed in 2010, and children being particularly affected with a prevalence rate of 9.5% in 2010. Asthma is a serious sickness that can be deadly. What are the risk factors for asthma? Scientific research highlights the role of inflammation in the onset of asthma and its relation to the consumption of different kinds of foods.
Foods, the good and the bad.
The consumption of fruits and vegetables, especially apples and oranges, reduces the risk of developing asthma. High fruit and vegetable consumption allows better lung function and reduces the incidence of wheezing. The anti-inflammatory properties of flavonoids in raw vegetables and fruits contribute to these beneficial effects on asthma. Flavonoids are what give fruits and vegetables their colors. When we eat foods that have flavonoids in them, they act like antioxidants. This means they help reduce inflammation in our bodies. This helps us to lower our risk of getting sick. On the other hand, the frequent consumption of dairy products increases the risk of developing asthma. For example, ricotta cheese and low-fat cheese consumption can cause concurrent asthma and airway hyperresponsiveness. Frequent consumption of dairy products makes difficult lung function in asthma patients. Also, ingesting powdered cow's milk can deteriorate lung function in adult patients with mild asthma. It has been shown that a diet without milk results in improved lung function. The reason is that dairy products provoke inflammatory levels of interleukin-17F, which is a protein that plays a role in the immune system's response to inflammation. This can be a problem in asthma patients. These results suggest that current dietary recommendations regarding dairy product consumption and asthma are flawed and should be reviewed.
Food patterns, Western diet.
Western diet, which prioritizes animal products over fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes, has been associated with an increased prevalence of asthma. High-fat intake and low-fiber intake are associated with airway inflammation and worsening lung function in asthma patients. Current dietary guidelines recommend limiting saturated fat intake, but many Americans exceed these recommendations. A high-fat diet has been shown to increase airway hyperresponsiveness and cytokine production in the lungs. Cytokine production in the lungs can contribute to airway inflammation and exacerbation of symptoms, leading to the deterioration of lung function and increased airway hyperresponsiveness, which can make it difficult to breathe. On the other hand, diets that emphasize fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes and reduce high-fat meats and dairy products have been associated with a reduced risk of asthma. Plant-based Mediterranean-style diets have also been shown to reduce asthma symptoms in children, improve lung function, and decrease the intensity of asthma attacks. The 2015 to 2020 Dietary Guidelines for Americans recommend increased fruit and vegetable intake to reduce the risk of chronic disease. But many adults do not meet these recommendations. Plant-based diets may offer a potential treatment option for asthma patients by reducing systemic inflammation.
Important factors. Antioxidants.
Antioxidants reduce airway inflammation and improve lung function in asthma patients. This is why eating foods with a lot of antioxidants is a good thing. Certain dietary antioxidants such as vitamins E and C, carotene, flavonoids, and selenium have been shown to have a positive effect on asthma symptoms. The protective effect of vitamin E on cell membranes has positive implications for asthma, where oxidative stress and inflammation play a role in the disease process. Vitamin C promotes airway hydration, reduces free radicals. For people with asthma, free radicals can cause inflammation and worsen asthma symptoms. Free radicals can also damage the airway, which can further contribute to asthma symptoms. Carotenoids, including beta-carotene, are associated with improvements in lung function. A high level of carotenoids is found in diets rich in dark green leafy vegetables and fruits, especially oranges. Flavonoids, which are found in plant foods, exhibit antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and anti-allergic activities and can scavenge and suppress free radical activity. Magnesium intake has also been linked to a positive effect on asthma. Magnesium is found in dark, leafy greens, nuts, and seeds, whole grains, legumes, avocado, and fish, such as salmon and mackerel. Also, a low-salt diet may improve lung function in patients with asthma. Thus, a plant-based diet, rich in antioxidants, has the potential to protect against oxidants, reduce inflammation, and improve asthma symptoms.
Fiber, inflammation, and lung function.
A higher intake of whole grains lowers the risk of asthma, wheezing, and bronchial hyperresponsiveness. It is also associated with improved lung function. These protective effects of whole grains and dietary fiber can be attributed to their antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Taken together, these results suggest that a high-fiber, whole-grain diet may have anti-inflammatory effects and benefit lung health. This is the reason a vegetable and fruit-based diet can improve airway inflammation. On the other hand, animal products are virtually devoid of fiber and raise the risks of asthma. Thus, it is good advice for individuals with asthma to avoid meat products as much as they can.
Dietary fats.
Only one high-fat meal can cause inflammation and immune dysfunction. Saturated fats are found in meat, poultry with the skin on, whole dairy products, butter, lard, tropical oils such as coconut oil and palm oil, and some processed foods. These fats can induce inflammation. On the other hand, unsaturated fats, which are found in nuts, seeds, avocados, and olive oil, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, flax seeds, chia seeds, prevent this inflammation. A diet of low-fat vegetables and fruits is very beneficial for individuals with asthma symptoms because it helps prevent inflammatory reactions in the airway.
Polyunsaturated fatty acids.
The increased consumption of omega-6 polyunsaturated fatty acids present in the Western diet causes inflammatory problems and asthma in children. Omega-6 is found especially in vegetable oils and animal fat. In contrast, omega-3 prevents inflammation of the airways. Omega-3 is found in leafy greens, flax seeds, and walnuts. Alterations in dietary omega-6 and omega-3 intake may play a role in allergic sensitization and asthma. It's probably a good idea to check your ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acids to support your general health, and especially if you have asthma. The ideal ratio between omega-3 and omega-6 is 1:1, and in any case should never exceed 1:4. If your body has too many omega-6, asthma attacks may be more frequent and severe.
Conclusion.
The Mediterranean diet, emphasizing the consumption of fruits, vegetables, cereals, and legumes, while reducing animal and dairy products, can reduce the risk of developing and worsening asthma. Dietary components such as antioxidants, fiber, polyunsaturated fatty acids, total and saturated fats, and vitamin D consumption promote the fight against asthma.
If you liked our video, don't forget to say it. Also subscribe and leave a comment.